Welcome friends. So once again we have come back. So today we are going to learn about the potential differences. Potential difference means what is potential difference. Before going to the topic potential differences, you have observed that in your daily life that the water tanks is always placed on the top of the house. What is the purpose of that? The purpose is that to place any container on the higher side so that the flow of the water will be always from the higher height to the lower height. Means the flow of the water from the higher altitudes to the lower altitudes. So similarly the role of the potential or role of the battery in the circuit is same. So we have already drawn in my previous videos that we are the role of the batteries. So just come and we will see. So what is this potential difference? Battery. Correct. Come to the points. So I have made a rough diagram of the circuit. So here is the battery. Battery means if you will be make combination of the cells. One is called as a cell, and if the combination of the cells is called as a battery. Battery have one is a bigger terminal and other is a smaller terminal. So big one terminal is called as a positive terminal, whereas the smaller one is indicated as a negative terminal. So battery you have already seen that there is plus and minus written on the in every cell. So plus depict the positive terminal, whereas minus depict the negative terminals. So this is the wire I have depicted in the form of a cylindrical thing, and they are contained, every wire have contained the charge particle is there. Charge particle in the form of electron is here. So what is this? What is the role of battery? The role of the battery is to create a potential difference. Create a potential difference means this positive is having the higher potentials and this negative is having the lower potentials. So we have already seen in the examples, in case of the flow of the water from the higher gradient to the lower gradient. Similarly, the flow will start from higher potentials to the. So when the potential, this is high potential, the movement will always occur from high potential, and this electron will move toward the negative terminals, means lower potentials. So this role of the battery is to create the potential differences, means higher potential and lower potential. Then only this flow of the electron will happen. So one form of the force is generated by the battery, and that force is known as EMF, means one type of a force is given to the electrons, and due to this the electron will flow in any of the circuit from higher potential to lower potentials. So in case of we denote potential difference as V in the form of V. So what is voltage, or what is defined as one potential? Amount of work done per unit charge particles. Means this voltage is denoted as V. The amount of the work done is denoted as W, and per unit charge means this is Q. So what is voltage? Suppose at this point, suppose this is the A point, and at the A point there are many charge particles are there. There are many charge particles. So you have to, and this is the B point. This is the B point. So amount of the work done in bringing this charge particle from A point to the B point. So this is the what you have to do work, amount of the work done in transferring the charge particle from one point to another point. So how much amount of the charge particles you are transferring from one point to another point. So this is the definition of the voltage. Voltage is defined as amount of the work done in carrying a charge particle from one point to another point. So here V is known as voltage, and here W stand for work done, and here Q defined as charge particles. So what is the SI unit of the potential difference voltage? It is volt, and the SI unit of the work is joule. Joule is the SI unit of the work done. Work done is always measured in the form of joule. So the SI unit of the work done is joule, whereas this is the charge particle. Just now we have learned about the SI unit of the charge particle is coulomb. So we can write 1 volt is equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb. So many times it has been asked that define 1 volt. Define 1 volt. When 1 joule of work done in carrying 1 coulomb of charge particle from one point to another point. So 1 volt is defined as when 1 joule of work done is in carrying the 1 coulomb of charge particle from one place to another place, means when 1 joule of work done, when 1 joule of work done in carrying the 1 coulomb, means 1 coulomb of charge particles from one point to another point, then 1 volt is generated or 1 volt is obtained. So from the definition itself, you will, this is one of the important formulas. You have to learn that V is equal to W by Q. So V is equal to W by Q. So many times on this there will be a numerical based on this formula. Sometimes out of 3 quantities, here the 2 quantity will be given and you have to find out the third quantities. So you have to learn this formula itself. So what is the name of the instrument? This voltage is also in the across the circuit, also in any of the electrical circuit itself. So what is the name of the, to measure the voltage, the most of the electrician used voltmeter. So voltmeter is the instrument that measures the voltage across any two points, and voltmeter is always connected in the parallel. Voltmeter is always connected in parallel with the circuit. Suppose this is A point and this is B point and this is battery. You want to know what is the potential difference between these 2 points A and B. So what will the electrician used to do? They take out they connect the instrument voltmeter with the parallel. This is a conductor and this is the voltage. You are seeing that these and these are the parallel. In the detail I will tell you in my next chapter itself. So once again we will recap what we have learned today regarding the potential difference. So potential difference is defined as amount of the work done in carrying the 1 coulomb of charge from one point to the another point. So V is equal to W by Q. V is for voltage and W is the amount of the work done in bringing the charge amount of charge particle from one point to the another point. So V is equal to W by Q. So what is the unit? What is the name of the instrument? Just tell me. Yeah, it is voltmeter and it is also connected. It is always connected with the parallel with the circuit. So thank you very much. Give your comments on a regular basis. Thank